All right, ready? Good morning. Welcome to the Daily Money Markets. You're actually with me, Che Yusuf. It's about the time that we get into the stories that are shaking the market in terms of the AI and technology of this week. So definitely, it's a program that we actually bring a little bit of stories about the AI, and we'll jump in immediately. These are actually global stories that are actually shaking the market, but they are actually stories based on technology. So we gotta check it out. What's going on? In fact, this week, I think this week the biggest one that comes, it's actually Dow Jones drops because of Netflix beats the Nvidia rebound again from last week. So I think last week we saw in terms of the global market, we saw Nvidia, which one of the biggest technology AI. It's a part of the Magnificent Seven. It's number one on the Magnificent Seven, and we saw it dropping. So from this week, it started again to rebounding from that drop that it had, and again we saw effective of Dow Jones. So Dow Jones Industrial Average dropping more than 500 points as investor trimmed a position in a technology stock and booked a profit in other sectors as well. The S&P 500 Nasdaq Composite also declined, and alphabetical Apple amongst the companies of big tech names that fell on Thursday. Even the small cap focusing like Russell 2000 up to 3.5% in the last 5 trading days on hopes of interest rate cut loss for 1.9%. The yield on 10-year yield treasury climbed also, with the US oil also price inched a little bit lower. So you can see the Russell 200 2000 actually going up of 3.5% in terms of how it's been performing on a market. Nasdaq drops, S&P 500 drops again. But again, another interesting story from these tech companies, it was Netflix actually dropping their earnings. It was this week, I think the day before yesterday, before the end of this week or Friday. So Netflix second quarter earnings beat estimated as it solidifies its dominance in the streaming market. The company saw a 34% growth in ad support membership and a 16.5% increase in the global paid membership to 278 million in the report quarter. This growth coupled with a crackdown on a password sharing boost revenue by 17% to 9.6 billion. So Netflix rise its full year revenue growth focus to 14 to 15% from 13 to 15%. Net income rose to 2.15 billion or 4.88 per share price. So that was Netflix again seeing the numbers, beating the estimation numbers, 14 to 15% growth estimated of 13 to 15. So they actually did well there. That's why we saw the instrument like Nasdaq start picking up a little bit, dropping, but it start also showing the stability that it will have the rebound like Nvidia. So speaking of Nvidia the rebound, the Nvidia shares rose to 3% Thursday, recovering from 7% drop in the previous session, as a Donald Trump comment on a Taiwan rises the geopolitical concern. The Nvidia rises came at TSMC said the demand remained high, while the supply was constraining for the high AI chip, with the TSMC constructed for the high AI and chip as well. So that's what actually cooking in terms of the market. And all right. Speaking of the companies that are part of the generation of EV cars, there are a couple of companies that are pushing the EV cars right now, and these are companies that are actually benefiting because of they are actually in the forefront of AI and technology. These companies like from China, BYD, that are actually leading in terms of producing the SUVs that are actually electro driving cars. We saw Tesla. It's one of the companies also forefront in terms of these EV cars. But there's couple of companies that now they've been trying to evolve and trying to get also involving about production of EV. So we see the Volvo cars jump to 11% after reporting a record of cooperation. The Volvo cars shares of rose sharply on Thursday after the company reported a jump in annual operation profit for the second quarter. The share closed up to 11%. That's actually happened for a Volvo car. And we saw also Tesla California car registration for the third straight quarter. So I think Elon Musk, last week he announced that he's willing to move his companies from some of the region in SA to put it in California. So they're actually busy trying to register, trying to see if they can be able to get a license to operate in California. The issue of these electromobile cars, when they generate, there's a lot of fiber carbon that is being created from those companies. So these days they talk about green energy or everything green, so they have to make a way whereby they also be part of electro EV cars, but they still consist of the green that is being preached all over. All right, getting on OpenAI debates mini vision of its most powerful model yet. Debuts, not debates, debuts. All right. So it was a debut of OpenAI of a mini AI model called the GPT-40. So the company called the new release the most capable and cost-efficient small model available today, and it plans to integrate images and videos and audios into its late operation. So we can see that the mini AI model is an offshoot of GDP-40, OpenAI fastest and the most powerful model, which is launched in May. In fact, the whole story it's about the OpenAI trying to still remain on top in terms of AI and technology. These are the guys that created the ChatGPT. We shouldn't even forget, and they're keeping on creating a different GPT. So ChatGPT 1, ChatGPT 20, now they're getting to ChatGPT 40. That will be a fastest, the way they're saying that it will be the fastest, and it will be integrating all these things like videos, audios inside on one tool of a ChatGPT. The main AI model announced on Thursday is part of the OpenAI push to be at the forefront of multimodality, or the ability to offer a wide range of the type of AI generated media like texting, images, audio, and videos inside on one tool of ChatGPT. So yeah, so that's it about the ChatGPT and EV card. All right, that's it. Thank you very much for actually be part of the AI and the tech conversation. Yeah, don't forget to actually just subscribe. Just click that subscribe, or like or something. Yeah, maybe you learn one or two, but we're gonna continue do this AI and tech, instruments or stories that are actually driving the market. So thank you.